Romulus and Remus, Alien Romulus. Saw this yesterday, and I gotta say, I had very low expectations. I was very worried. I had anti-anticipation. Like, people were very hyped for this movie. I was so nervous that I was gonna hate it because I really didn't like Covenant, and I really didn't like Prometheus. I think all the, and AVP and AVP2, all the Alien films of the millennia have been trash. So I'm happy to report it's good. It's not great, but it's good. Pros and cons. I'll give the cons first, pros second. Cons first. The characters, -1, are kind of bland. They're not bad. They're just going through the motions. It gets a little convoluted with all the things happening. I wouldn't say convoluted. I'll say overstuffed. Like, I prefer if you have less money, these filmmakers, because then they do less. Because they don't realize less is more. And there's a point where they're doing too much. They're doing way too much. I like one Xenomorph, preferably. Always have. The facehuggers is something's a very practical effects, but I don't like when you put CGI on practical effects because it defeats the point of it being practical. And, yeah. And the last part is when it gets a little overkill. Pros. It's a very much haunted house atmosphere. Really good sound usage when it's very loud and very quiet. It's technically brilliant. Like, it's wonderful. I love Xenomorphs being animatronic. It's great. I'm glad that Fede Alvarez, he puts CGI on something sometimes. For the most part, I'm like, this guy, he's a practical guy, and that's always a good thing. Sets are fantastic. It just looks great. Sounds great. Had some good scary moments. Had some moments that were a little cheesy, but they were still entertaining. Very fast-paced. Very entertaining overall. I was entertained from beginning to end. It felt like a 50-minute movie because it was just things happening nonstop. The story is decent. The android character is the best character by far. And I like that Xenomorphs are treated like monsters. They're scary. Which is good. I could easily rewatch this again. Had a good time. And yeah, I'm going to do an alien ranking video. Stay tuned for that video. So I'm going to give this a 3.5. Good. Not great. Entertaining. And by far the best of the millennia of Xenomorph films.